Try Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night Winston Cup Aero 88 Series action. I'm your host, Sean Reap, without my partner in crime, Milton Minter Jr., who's running fashionably late once again. That helicopter should bring him here before races end, so don't you fret, all you Milty fans. But for tonight, we are at Texas SRA version, an add-on updated thoroughly modern Texas for our retro cars. A very fast 1.5 miler out in the Lone Star State. And there is your pole setter, Jim Christopherson, the highwayman, put the number 40 Western Auto Machine on the pole with a 30.540. Matt Ace, teammate Rick Castle, Greg Palmer, Jason Dolfer, Dave Ellens, Mike Mallon. Nice qualifying run for Mike Mallon there in the 24. Getting inside the top 10. Johnny Doucette and Tom Jackson rounding out your top 10. It's been a week of Texas races. We had, of course, the Chicken Run runs the same thing we do in the Winston Cup Series. Ran that Tuesday night. And then last night in the trucks as well. That blast from the past there. Some FSB veterans may recognize that as Joe Cutt's old car. Joe Cutter, former admin of this series, used to run that paint scheme, but for now it has been co-opted until he can get his own car by John DeMatteo, a relative newcomer to the league and to NASCAR 2003, making his debut this week. Several good runs so far, and he's probably looking for more of that tonight. And 22, Greg Palmer getting some practice laps in there. Pitting here is always tricky, as you see Kevin Mays, practicing pit entry. See if we can catch someone else coming in for a pit. New paint for the 043 of Brian Lovell this week, previewing next season, the 2022 season. The Wolfpack cars will change to that team look. Speaking of that team, well, there's hey, Hale checking in from South Dakota. They have internet out there? I can't find Adam. Adam Simonik in the, or Semonik. Simonik. Added to that team, that Wolfpack Racing. Can't seem to find him on the track. There's 15, your points leader by a wide margin. I think it's possible after tonight that he just has to show up for one more race, and he'll have this thing clinched. A commanding 30-plus point lead for the co-goat, Matt Watkins. There is Adam, newest member of the Wolfpack, Team Wolfpack, whatever you want to call him, racing team here. Currently running the diabetes awareness scheme, but he'll be running one of those cars in 2022, like his team. Hale says the high line worked last night. Yeah, not much worked for me after my back end got obliterated. I was just hanging on for dear life until it became clear the truck was not going to work anymore, so I just parked it. Yeah, my truck race did not go very well here last night, folks. I took some heavy damage and it made the truck undrivable. Dennis Francisconi, the 16. Good to see Sconi on the track. I believe this is one of the ones he tries to come out and make it for, because it's all down to how easy it is to pit here, whether it's on the green or caution, that determines whether he can race a track. With him being disabled and having to use the keyboard controls, he has to use some of the assists, and they don't all play nice with all the tracks. You see he's getting more pit practice in here, as is Adam Simonik. Always crucial here at these 1.5 milers, especially ones that kill tires, like Texas. It's a blind exit, no matter how you cut it. A blind entrance, not exit. Dan Jones getting a little pit practice in.
Hi, old neighbor.
Hey.
Hey, oh, I got my teammates here, Dan Jones and Tom Jackson,
Tom.
checking in the booth.
Hanging out, trying to make a buck. Starting in 10th, Dan will be right there, so hopefully we can get a good start here.
I think I'm back in like 30th, man.
30th.
Drivers, to your
Tornado or
cars.
something.
Yeah, you're back. Let's see. You're
16th.
16th.
Sorry.
16th.
In the kill zone. Tried to disqualify myself, and it was too late. Oops.
I hate it when that happens.
It looks like a whole lot of people did, though. They disqualified themselves.
Yeah, Ken Hansen, Mark DeSenza, Matt Watkins, of course.
Matt always likes to start in the back. Yeah,
Except if it's a track you can't pass.
Yeah, you can pass here because people are going to get loose. People are going to cook the tires.
Yeah, I seen you hold back, but it kind of stung you the other night.
I held back. I was trying to save on the last run here in the chicken run, and I got caught up in a wreck. And then last night, yeah, I backed off a couple times to cool the tires, and it was working fine. I was just wrong place, wrong time.
Collected.
Yeah, I was working my way back to the front after getting my Dave Marcus point. Here we got the field rolling off here. I love this shot. They used to do this all the time when I was a kid watching on. The Daytona 500 might be the one race a year I got to see as a kid in New Jersey, and they would have someone down on the ground with the camera. So we got Jeff Hale already picking Chris Beckman for tonight. Putting the jinx on from South Dakota. Richard Kandari cheering for the 63. That's a solid pick. Man, if I have to pick, and Thor picking the 59, the 9, that'd be Ryan Johnson, Ken Hansen. And if I got to put the jinx on someone tonight, it's the low-hanging fruit to take Matt Watkins, but I'm gonna go DeRocket DeSenza from the back to the front.
It's good you didn't pick Ken DeSenza. He just blew first gear.
Ken Hansen, you mean?
Ken Hansen, sorry.
Dog just put the jinx on Ken Hansen. Pace car's off. And the highwayman. Uh-oh.
Restart.
Drivers, to your cars.
With our recently amended restart rule, I guess the admin on duty decided that the stripped first gear counted for that.
I didn't know that. I'll have to remember that one.
Well, we recently amended the rules to allow us one restart at the admin's discretion, and only one unless there is an extreme circumstance, like a mass disconnect on the second restart. Because stuff happens, and we're all just here to have fun. This is not serious stuff. This is not life or death. And so, if someone's race is ruined on the pace lap, why not?
Yeah, it is supposed to be a good time.
Yeah, good to hear Chris Beckman checking in there. Jeff Hale jinxed you from South Dakota. He picked
That figures.
I figured, yeah, that's what you're going for.
That's all right. I like the extra pressure. It's good.
Under pressure. Hey, we got R.A. Kaiser checking in from... Hey, why aren't you on the track, buddy? He's not out there, right? Not texting and driving.
Yeah, he's out there.
He is? Okay. So much for the dog jinx. Yeah, there you go. The reset saved you from the jinx there, dog.
He gets a do-over on that one.
Cannot express enough how loose the car is in the first couple laps here at Texas. especially this version of Texas.
Stay away from that bottom line if you're not uncomfortable being loose.
See, I was fine with it in the truck, so I was rolling in high
man.
and running people down in the middle.
It was great up high. I don't like going up high, but I'm learning how to ride that line like Sean does. And Jeff Hale.
Sometimes. All right, we got to do over here. Pace car off, this time for real. The teammates leading us to the green. Jim Christopherson, Matt Ace. They fall into line right there after the start-finish line. You know that was probably a little arrangement there, and a good one to have, because, as noted, turn 1 can be treacherous. Dave Jandry there in the 51 Jolt. Lumina. Oh no, not Lumina. I'm sorry. That's a LeBaron. Strong start there for him. Now, whenever we start at a loose track like this, the fear is, will they make it through lap 1, turn 1? And it appears we have.
Yellow again. Or
Nope, yellow again. Darn
first
it.
yellow. Chris, are you okay, Matt?
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't see you.
Oh,
slowing
there's
up.
heavy smoke on the track. 92, Kevin Mays. Oh, there is Chris. The back end bashed in hard. Oh no. Jeff! Looks like my pick's okay, maybe? Yeah, the sense of, let's go back and find what happened here. I don't have Milty for the fill, so pardon me if I go look for silent here. Looks like quite a chain reaction occurred. So I have to back it up a little bit. Alright. So here, I'll start in slow motion here because the 115 gets loose up the track, slides in between Tom Jackson and the 58 of Johnny Doucette. Johnny catches the wall, which causes Chris to check up. And from there, it's on. Oh, heavy. Shane Wisman barrel rolling. Oh, goodness. Major wreck here on the front stretch. And there it is in real time. See how quick? Just a bang-bang play there. 043 of Brian Lovell, 34 Shane Wisman, already noted. Pops gets into the bottom of Shane. Several cars are definitely not going to continue on from that. And if they are, they're gonna find themselves extremely loose. Chris Beckman amongst those. But yeah, Jeff Hale, man, and a long-distance broadcaster, Jinx. And we'll count you as a broadcaster because you were a guest in the booth a couple weeks ago. So the power of the Jinx still carries beyond that. And it does appear that Chris Beckman has retired on the spot. That car, that makes sense. He's not in the points, and that car is just not going to be any fun to drive after that. Tom, you had a front row seat for that.
It's kind of exciting, you know.
Yeah.
And I really didn't pay for that seat. Luckily, I was awarded that seat.
Yeah, it looked like the car just got loose, slid between you and Johnny, and then it was on from there.
I just heard the spotter just said we were 3 wide, and I said, it's time to get out of this.
Yeah, 3 wide coming to the line on lap 1 is just, that is what I call a nope. But it was only 3 wide because of the car getting loose, unfortunately. It was not that anybody intentionally made it that way.
Right. It looks like Dan just quit. Did our teammate just leave?
I had too much damage.
That's a bummer. It didn't look like he got hit all that hard, but
I tried to check up for Chris, and too late.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was literally right in front of you. It's hard to stay out of that. In fact, let's watch it from on board Dan's car, and we'll see just what kind of reaction time people have or don't really have around here. It's one thing I always tell people is that's something that translates 1-to-1 sim versus real life is how much time we have to react, because time is time. There you go. All that check up in front, and you can hear Dan get off the gas, probably on the brakes a little bit too, and it's just, yeah, just too fast to react to. And then there's Shane Wispin tumbling through the frame.
See, I didn't even realize how bad it was back there. I was just looking forward.
Yeah, I mean, when it's behind you, you still got to watch out your windshield, not your mirror, because what's behind you is not important at that point. But that's tough luck for several cars involved in that. Yeah, serious carnage there. Oh, the carnage, says Thordog. Have to concur. That was Shane Wispin definitely gets a candidate for one of the wildest rides of the year there. If Milty was here, he's calling for my bucket.
All right, jumping back in. You guys
All right, good
do a
luck,
great
boys.
job.
All right, thanks, Tom. Well, we're re-racked here, ready to go on lap 7 of 134 when the flag waves. Lights off on the FSB pace car, about to duck in off turn 4. Some heavy hitters still in the back of this field. Matt Watkins, actually, he pulled himself all the way up to 11th after all that. A couple spots behind him, Mark DeSenza. We'll keep them up on the right side here for the split. So we tiptoe through turn 1 and 2 once again. Somebody is up high. Looks like they hold it though. Link out of the 24, Mike Mellon. Alright, I don't have my partner Milty this week to cover me, but I still gotta step aside for just a second. I'll leave this dual view up of the leader and of our point leader. We're still looking good here. Good to see. lot of these guys being patient, letting those tires heat up, wear in. Most of the action seems to be centered back here around Matt Watkins, though, as he tries to push forward here with Ryan Johnson leading the way under Dave Jandry, Mike Mallon, Jason Dulfer there in the mix. So Dan, from Tuesday night, did this one wear as loose as the truck did on Thursday?
No, this is a great setup.
Yeah, okay. So I think this might have actually might be good to replace the truck setup with this one, because I didn't remember having that problem. I remember when the tires got hot, it was a little loose, but I didn't remember it being quite as evil as the truck got. As you see Ryan Johnson picking away under the 22, Greg Palmer.
Yeah, if he doesn't move, then he'll be the next one to be a victim of the number 1-5.
Exactly. You got to go when you got Matt Watkins breathing down your neck. You got
go
two choices.
Or stay behind.
Yeah, two choices. You pick it up, or you let him by and try to hope you can follow him. You saw Greg Palmer got a little loose on the high side there, saved it. I don't think
pass.
He caught the wall. Yeah, Ryan and Matt and DeRocket, they are on a mission. They are charging forward through this field, cutting it up. I don't know how sustainable that is going to be on the tires, but we shall see.
Yeah, you run that low line, you have the chances of losing some traction later on in the race.
Yeah, 'cause Ryan's all the way up to fourth here now. He's just charging. Got the bit in his teeth. He wants it. Oh, he almost slid up into Rick Castle there. Yeah, right. Kaiser says always just impressive watching Ryan and Matt work their way through a field. And it's true, and they're usually two totally different approaches. Ryan is a very, very patient driver. He will not put his nose in a bad spot. As you saw right there, he could have dive bombed Rick Castle. He chose wisely not to, rolled out of it, because obviously he knows it's only 16 laps into a 134 lap race. There's no reason to put your car in a bad spot and end the night right now for yourself and who knows how many others.
Yeah, keep it
Matt
friendly.
Watkins, yeah. Matt Watkins is a machine. He knows that if he sticks the nose in there, he's going to stick it. He knows he can make it. So when he sees a spot, he goes, and he makes it work 9 times out of 10.
And I was finding last night, too, that go to the outside, the line was much better, stable, and you made passes if people hooked up with you.
Yeah, I was working outside in, and it was working for me. I'd come in high, and I'd roll it down the hill, and I was killing people middle off. The problem was I just got in the wrong place at the wrong time, and when an incident started, and that's part of racing, especially in these truck physics at a 1.5 miler. Sometimes you're just going to get caught up in someone else's deal. Oh, let's track which camera I was on there. Okay. See if we can find some other battles through this field. Something's happened. Oh, I got confused by the 88. Never mind. I mistook the 88 for the 3. Let's give a call to that 88 anyway. That is newcomer John DeMatteo. See, I had to look at it real quick to get the pronunciation down again. Coming over from iRacing. Hadn't been a NASCAR 2003 driver before. Making his debut several races this week. He's looking good. No, he's 3 wide with Oh, little contact with the
In the
87. Tom
wall.
Jackson. Tom hangs on, though. He's hanging on for dear life. Yeah, I thought for just a second that John was going to end up 3 wide through the middle there. Yeah, not what he was looking to do. Camera drinks, I guess, there. Now he's smacked the wall. But he's been acquitting himself rather well this week, and that was just racing right there. But still a strong showing, strong debuts this week from the 88. Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson has finally got a solid run here on the 124 of Rick Castle. And he's going to bring that whole gaggle with him if he can get a
Hey, look at that line.
good little
Matt
ground.
Watkins, Mark DeSenza, Dave Jandry.
Greg Palmer, Dulfer, Ellens, these are all guys that can scoot. Got John DeMatteo also about to pass Ken Hansen here. I'm not sure what's going on with Ken. It's got him back there. I expected to see him moving forward. You see Ryan's finally fallen victim here to Matt. Matt's like, okay, I've followed long enough. Wonder if Ryan just got his stuff too hot there trying to get around the 124. It's always a possibility at Texas. And it's very easy to make the tires angry. You got to back off a couple laps, cool them off a bit. Ken Hansen in the 9 car currently scored 12th, but fallen a bit back from the pack, 3.5 seconds back of the leader. Probably about to lose the draft on the next car. Or on the lead pack, rather. Johnny Doucette's in front of him. We know Johnny's got some damage being caught up in that first wreck. I guess maybe Ken was too, and I didn't see it. It's Dave Ellens in 10th is bringing up the rear of this lead pack. Dave Ellens, our newest admin, just took the backup admin position for us, and we appreciate that. He'll be running some dirt racing in the off season. Ken Hansen gets around Johnny Doucette, hopefully help him make up some ground. In fact, they gained about 6/10 that time. Interesting. You know, the highwayman is being shuffled back. Hey, Milty's helicopter has landed. As I was saying, our leader, Christopherson, getting passed by his teammate and by the 124 Rick Castle, and is now falling to the clutches, well, pretty much of the rest of the field here, as Matt Watkins looks to follow them through.
Can you give me the password in TeamSpeak, please?
10-4. We just... Oh, got Christopherson on the wall. Catches DeRocket. Turns them both around. We were under caution. Caution for 2 early favorites there. That might be my broadcaster jinx. Claiming DeRocket. Give me just a second, Milty. I gotta replay that.
No problem.
Is it exciting yet?
It's been pretty exciting. That's for sure. I think I see what happened here. Let's roll the tape here, and it looks like the 40 is on the outside, and he just got a little loose up top and came down right into the door of the 15, and no place that the 3 of Mark DeSenza had left to go. Just an innocent bystander there. Amazingly does not catch up anyone else, though.
The usual suspects looking up at the front here.
Yeah, but 2 of them just got caught up in that deal, so we'll see how strong they are. We'll see how strong they are for the rest of the night after that damage. Okay, let me just switch the camera. Alright, so text chat. There you go, Milty.
Thank you.
Hey, there's the monster. And I've got a cat on the desk again. There we go, he gave up. He didn't mute my mic this time. Whoa, we got the 124 Rick Castle spun around here under caution. I have no idea what just caused that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with your feed here. I don't even need to get in.
There you go. Oh, I think I see what happened. Looks like Adam Simonik had a problem changing his mind about going to the pits. Oops.
Whoa. Rick Castle gets the unceremonious love
It
tap there.
should be no harm, no foul, I think. It shouldn't have done any damage, and they weren't really going fast enough to do major tire wear. But yeah, definitely not what either one of those guys was planning on there. Yeah, big whoopsie.
All right, Kaiser, this bourbon's for you, Mountain Jeff.
I'll take a bourbon.
Bourbon, that was bourbon and soda, or bourbon and 7-Up. That was one of my dad's drinks, for sure.
Hey, the Jinx energy is strong tonight. We had Hale, jinxing Beckman all the way from... Yeah, jinxing Beckman all the way from South Dakota. We got Dog almost jinxing Ken Hansen there, but he got the restart with the busted gear. R.A. Kaiser picked the Highwayman, and Christopherson got caught up in that.
Highwayman. Man. Watkins relentless.
Rick Castle will take the restart from the lead after all that.
That'll make your sticker packer.
Yeah, it sure will. And you can hear everybody clutching heavily here, because they know they can break this out about 32 lap runs. Yeah, you're looking at about 32 to 35 lap runs here, depending on how you save. So I think the guys can do it in 2 more stops from here. And we are back here on lap 31 of 134. Hey, Mutt. Hey, we miss you, Joe. Good to see Joe Sherem checking in there. Yeah, we got ourselves a race at Texas, and Matt Watkins is wasting no time. He wants that lead. He smells the lead. He wants to acquire it. bold move there, and Rick Castle's just going to let him on by. The A-car of Ken Hansen's moved himself up to 8th through all that pit cycle. So he seems to be finding his way towards the front.
This is Texas night, SRA.
Correct. Could be under the SRA tracks heading.
Yep.
Man, love that camera 2 speed shot there off turn 2.
There he goes. Oh, but there goes that man.
Still got 20 cars running. Five cars retired, most of them from that lap 1 accident. Actually, looks like all 4 of them were involved. All 5 of them rather were involved in that. So it was one of the bigger wrecks of the year, unfortunately. Alexa Manny cheering for the 124. Well, there he is. He's getting breathed on there by the 51 of, I thought he was going to clip him there. Dave Jandry looking to make some moves, but couldn't quite get it done there going into 3. Well, Mark DeSenza, my pick, one of the jinxes we've had, finds himself back in 18th here, still running, but looks like he's just not got the speed or lost some momentum on the restart, something like that. Hasn't made his way forward. Still behind Christopherson, who I would have thought took the harder hit in that accident. It's also possible that at the back of the pack they're just running a strategy. Meanwhile, Matkins continues to lead here. 51 Dave Jandry looking for that second spot again. Hale says, my better half Kimberly says hi. She can't put the jinx on me tonight. It's true, we can't put the jinx on Hale. He's out there in South Dakota.
Oh, that's weird. Having a little technical difficulties on my end here. I'm sorry I'm so quiet here. I'm trying
Yeah, you
to...
couldn't... Are you not able to load the track too?
Oh, I have it in, but it's giving me big screen here, so I can't minimize screens and watch all 3 screens at the same time. It's kind of annoying, so I want
You're
to be
in
able
full
to...
screen mode instead of instead of
Really, it's...
windowed.
Yeah, it's usually in a small window, so... That way I could, look at other cars here. So I guess I'll just have to leave it in the full window.
Dave Jandry now falling back after that charge attempt. Got the teammates Matt Ace and Greg Palmer working on him.
Okay.
There we go. And they'll slot into third and fourth spot. Synergy teammates.
Battle there with the Sidza and the 40 of Christopherson and 24 of Mike Mallon. That's for 16th place there. To see how those cars still look pretty good.
Yeah, Mike Mallon had a great qualifying effort inside the top 10 tonight. He's been looking pretty stout out there. Just losing a little contact with the lead group. Meanwhile, we got the Synergy teammates, Jason Dulfer and Johnny Doucette, trying to work the high line together here.
88 car of Johnny De Matteo. Haven't seen him before.
No, brand new this week.
Sporting the Wrangler colors like the Cinza there.
Yeah, remember that's Joe Cutt's old car. It was in the downloads, I guess, and he got it.
Very nice. And running well. First time I'm seeing him on Friday night.
Yeah, he was a convert over from iRacing. Just getting switched over to the NR 2003. Doing a great job this week.
Dennis.
Tom Jackson, my teammate and race reporter there.
13th there.
Yeah,
how about that?
Stoney.
Stoney.com going for it tonight. We all know his story. If you don't know, we'll let you know. He's paralyzed from the neck down, basically, and sim racing with the keyboard, and he's a stud. I tell you what, Stoney.com. You're missing something if you don't go online and see what this dude does for a living.
Yeah, I can't draw a stick figure, and this dude paints, world-class landscapes with his mouth.
Believe me, he's been around long enough to where he's raced against me too, and back in the day, and you can't believe that this guy's driving with the back of his hands in a wheelchair with the keyboard. He's a stud. And he is dogging Pops Marguson for P12 there. And in that draft with these guys all the way through in this group, very impressive from Den hanging on there. These pro drivers, and Den is definitely a pro. Yeah, Dave Ellens really close to the 63 of Jason Dulfer. Side by side.
Yeah, this is where most of the action's been the last few laps. Yeah, Sam reminds us that Den won his 19th race just this week at Michigan in the Grand National Sprint Series.
Tell you what, man, this is a guy that sound like, what's his name on Sunday night football. Now here's a guy.
Joe Madden.
Chris Collinsworth. Now, here's a guy.
I always like Madden. Like, yeah. So what the guy do is they gotta take that ball and they gotta try to run past the other team and put it in the end zone because that's called a touchdown and that's 6 points. Like, no kidding.
And then you go boom. And then you throw the ball into the grass as hard as you can.
I'd say in the next.
Greg Palmer with some new paint, Notre Dame paint there.
He's had that a while.
Yeah, it's not new. My bad.
It's like anybody in new
I'm
paint, you're not going to
I'm
see.
not actually used to watching this full screen. I usually have race on, like small screen so I can watch the broadcast, your
Gotcha.
feed, and also the live game feed. So this is fascinating right here.
Can't recommend
Shows
multiple
how
monitors
pitching
enough.
these cars look, and then when you see this on your big screen on YouTube here, pretty freaking cool. Dog and Man Ace there. Broker Ace. They're not letting the 15 go. The 15, he always got a plan. And he's just pacing. I mean, he is in, with all the championships he's won, he is still in his prime and just continuing to make an art of this sim,
Meanwhile, Ryan Johnson, who was leading that charge earlier, bringing Matt Watkins to the front, he's found himself back in 11th. Not sure if he's on a strategy or if he's taken some damage somewhere along the way, but not up there in the mix anymore in the 59 car.
It's not smoke and mirrors, and I have a 10-hour race tomorrow at Suzuka, and I have virtually no practice, and I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning, sober, and try to get some laps to hopefully get ready. And I'm feeling the pressure because definitely to run at this level, you need the practice, and I've had none. So.
So I always say there's no substitute for seat time.
Just can't find it.
We could bottle that shit, you could sell it and be a millionaire.
Hanson taking a look down low in the 22 here. Going it a little bit here. Nowhere to go.
I think Ryan might actually be
Hanson
saving.
look again. I think Hanson is faster. He's all over the bumper in the 22. Great Palmer. Getting Hanson in the beer can is feeling it tonight, I think. Dave Jandry always up in the top 5, top 6. 3 wide down in
I don't recommend that.
The mustard did not get off the hot dog there. Palmer now outside, and here comes the 9 down low. Still side by side, Palmer keeping his left tires in that black stuff there. Oh boy, they got close.
Wiggle.
Palmer got spooked there, and I don't think he hit the wall there, but
I think he held on to it, but it wiggled on him for
that
sure.
was a great. Yeah, that was jiggle on your wiggle right there.
Well, Matt Watkins has just remained untouchable. I mean, he's kept that 3, 4, 5 even car length gap over Rick Castle this whole time. No one's been able to get around Rick either. All this passing back in the pack, but nobody can seem to get up to the 15 car. And meanwhile, I'll go on board with Ryan Johnson. Take a listen here. I think he's on a saving strategy. Let's see if the sound bears that out.
Yeah, so will you be broadcasting tomorrow? I don't know. If I stick before I get in the car at 8 a.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be in the 003, I believe. And Danny Falcon, longtime driver here, and also Ken Soska are my teammates for the 10 hours of Suzuka. So and they've been practicing their butts off. And I had 3 laps, I think, last night with a pretty good buzz. So, but at least I had to buy the car, so I bought the car. I got in. I got the setup in. So it's all going to be about tomorrow morning. Because it ain't going to happen tonight. Been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just not going to happen. But I'm used to getting up early, so I can get up at 4 and give me 4 hours of, I call it cramming. You know?
Ken
It's like
Hansen.
cramming for a test, you know. It's
Matt
it's
Watkins
scary.
first to pit
I always
road.
think I can't do it, but then I'll probably be decent, you know. Don't wreck the car.
Matt Watkins first to pit road here, bringing Ryan Johnson with him. Like Rick Castle will join him. These guys are a couple laps earlier than I was anticipating. Especially, well, especially Ryan Johnson, who I was speculating was saving. That hands the lead over to Matt Ace. His teammate Greg Palmer looks like he's also coming to pit road, maybe
Time for
bringing
me
Dave
to
Jandry
go
with him.
backwards with this full screen here. Matt Watkins, the master of pit stops, also. See how this pans out.
Matt Ace will inherit the lead with Ken Hansen behind him. We'll watch Rick Castle roll out here.
Castle comes out there.
Castle comes out and
Solid.
huge lead for the 15 car. For 15, Matt Watkins. And we got DJ Sorrentino turned around at the entrance to pit road. Should be no caution because he's off the racing surface.
They've pitted already. Here comes Steve Weber down pit road. A P10. Castle back in again.
Oh no, it must have been a penalty for Rick Castle.
Behind Sorrentino there. Sorrentino with damage. They're really dogging him down pit road. Pushing that speed limit. 44 miles an hour for Steve Weber. Drive-through penalty for Steve also.
Yeah, those are
So that's
pass-throughs, all
a
right.
triple drive-through for all 3 of those guys. What the heck?
That wasn't surprising because Sorrentino rather was spun onto pit road, so that's very easy to end up with a penalty.
Weber's still trying to figure it out. He's down low. He's got the 124 up high there. Did they get that flag cleared? Apparently so.
Looks like
He's
it.
letting Ryan
He
Johnson
went by
by.
that time.
In P4, that puts
So Ryan Johnson.
lap down.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson has cycled out to second here.
And the 124 is looking at going a lap down too now.
Oh, he is a lap down after passing through like that.
Yeah, that's right, because Ryan's only 4th place.
No, Ryan's in second. Ken Hansen's now third. Jason Dole for fourth. Matt Ace down to fifth. Last car in was Matt Ace from that lead group, and you can see that it cost him.
The beer can of Ken Hansen, P3. But Matt Watkins has left the building here.
Yeah, Matt Watkins is checked out.
We know when he
6.290
nails these pit
seconds.
stops. I didn't see it, but he is just thorough. Everything he do is at the highest level.
Pops
To
Marguson.
beat him, you gotta bring it.
Let's see, where did Den Francisconi ended up 7th through that cycle?
How
That's
about
excellent.
that? Then, with the keyboard controls, pit stops are his nemesis. Obviously, I mean, can you even imagine driving with your fingers
Not at all.
and you were paralyzed, let alone being paralyzed? He moves his chair and ducks and jives, and it's an amazing thing to watch. Bob
19.
Smartson down pit road. Is that again, or?
Had to be again because I saw him before. He's many laps down. That tells me he's probably gotten compounding penalties.
The mustard's off the hot dog for the old man there. Dover up to P4 now. Matt Ace P5.
I'm looking for anybody who's actually racing each other on the track, and there's
We got a
nobody.
race here with Dolfer and Ellens trying to, or
Now they're on
Matt
separate
Ace
laps.
trying to get around the lap car of Dave Ellens. And here comes Matt Ace trying to close that gap.
There we go. Yeah, that race caused them to close in. So
Green flag stops, penalties. Dudes are, you got fast guys that are lapped down here and trying to battle here. What are they going to do?
we're gonna have
Dave
to go back and
Ellens
look at
racing for position while they're a lap down in front of Dolfer and Matt Ace.
Don't forget, Ellens wants to hang on to that lucky dog spot or get to that lucky dog spot if he can. Currently, Rick Castle in the 124 is in that spot.
They got to go. They got good cars. They got to race.
Looks like they've mostly sorted that out. I want to go back and watch Matt Watkins' pit stop
Here we go.
and see
Yeah, we wanna
see
see
just
that.
what he did, because this got to be a masterclass as he's come out with such a huge lead, although Ryan Johnson has chipped into it now.
With that kind of lead, Watkins, what he's going to do is back it off and save tires. He's just a
Absolutely.
masterful tactician. He's going to be cautious and chill, and he's got to get to going. He's going to get to going. He's going to put the pressure, make the 59 get to him. Still a battle here for P12. They're not lying about, so
So here it is. This is on board Matt Watkins making that pit stop.
go.
Slows on the track down to the apron. 45 before the line. How smooth that was. That is one of the hardest pit entries to possibly make, as Ryan Johnson will assume the lead here after catching him. Bringing Ken Hansen along with him.
You would normally think that he would out gonad these guys, but instead I think he just made a decent, smooth pit stop, and the rest of them probably puckered a little bit there.
The thing is, he's so smooth that he can make.
Understandable.
He's so smooth on those stops that he can make one that was really pushing the edge not look like it, and that's the key. Like, he can get every bit out of it without while making it look like a Sunday drive.
Right.
And just smooth on the apron and back on out, and that gained him 6 seconds. 6-second lead when it all cycled through initially, and then Ryan Johnson hooked up with Ken Hansen and ran him back down eventually just because of the draft.
Once again, you're John Mateo running well.
Oh,
He's
listen
gonna
now.
let these guys by here, which is that's for position.
Very interesting. Listening to the onboard now in real time of Matt Watkins. Here's why he got run down so hard. Clutch. He is clutching and coasting. He wants to. I said he pitted early. He was the first one into the pits. I thought it was early for making it. I thought it was early for someone trying to make it on the two stops like I had initially thought, and I was apparently correct. He must be on the cusp.
When you get an easy pass on that, you better start thinking, why is that?
And you can hear it very clearly. Let's go on board Ryan. Ryan pitted the same lap as Matt Watkins. Let's see if he's saving anything or if he's just going all out.
'88 let Webb by, but now he's starting to fight a little bit. This guy's got skills. Wherever he come from before, he's a pro sim racer, that's for sure.
Now Ryan is not clutching to save, so it appears to just be Matt Watkins doing it. Becomes, can he make it, and is anybody else on that strategy? You've got to figure the cars that were the last ones in, like Matt Ace,
Well,
they're probably trying the same thing.
Lets Ryan by, and he's clutching. You can see that and hear it, yet he's still right there. Just staying in line.
Yeah, there's an art to clutching without losing a lot of speed.
But the beer can in the lead.
Basically,
Rick Hassel wants to stay on that lead lap. He can do it with the lucky dog, or he can do it right now with his physical position. He would love a caution right now.
Looks like Ryan has finally backed off, and now he's going to let Matt go.
Hanson's fine with being behind him. Castle's got great pace. Car is good. He knows these guys. He's thinking about saving fuel too. He's no dummy, you know. He's won a few races.
Yep.
He knows what these guys are doing. Otherwise, they'd be challenging him right now.
Again, Matt Ace was one of the last ones in, and that cost him some track position, but it may actually pay off in the end if he can make this without having to clutch.
Exactly.
So we'll see.
They go by Sorrentino there in the 6 car.
Yeah, Dolfer and Ace.
Semenuk, sorry.
I keep doing that too. Two guys with S names that started about the same time.
It was 6s in their numbers. Semenuk P9. Good run for that car.
Yeah, he's been very consistent. Yeah, definitely living up to that number 6. As Mark Martin was one of the most, smart, consistent, steady drivers you'll ever see. Looks like Matt Watkins wants the lead back despite all of his earlier saving efforts. Maybe he took advantage of his huge lead to save what he needed, and now it's go time.
These drivers have to do this on the fly. They also have teammates. Matt's got the Monsoon guys. Steve Weber. Who else is the Monsoon?
You got Webb, you got Pops. Shane Wisman fell out early, unfortunately, in that huge accident. And I'm missing someone. Oh, yeah, Josh Elliker, who doesn't tend to run Friday night.
But you got some brain trusting going on. They're going back and forth. Matt don't say much until he needs to say something. But usually has that handled.
All right, I will be right back, Milty.
Mixing a lot of drinks there, Sean.
Yeah, me too, real quick. So it's all you, bro. We'll be back in like 15 seconds.
I'll keep it going for you.
Alrighty. Ken Hansen pulling out a little bit of the lead there.
P7 there. Now, this is a really good run for the 6 team.
Yep, you just gotta... He's racing for that lucky dog spot, too. Should we catch a caution? Now, we are gonna see the final pit stops. I'd say any minute now, any second.
And
You can
he's
start seeing
working
guys come in.
The 124, Rick Castle here.
Well, they've got to know that...
Got a couple, love taps here under caution. Got spun around. We say that shouldn't have been much damage, but on the long run with these long green flag runs, who knows?
Well, Rick Castle took that restart as the leader, so apparently had not harmed, and he held that lead for a while, so I'd say it didn't actually harm the car. But yeah, we're going to look for pit stops any second now, and so you know that Adam and Rick both know that pit stop cycles are where cautions tend to happen, especially at these 1.5-mile tracks on worn tires, so that becomes all the more crucial to be in that spot when the cycle starts.
Watkins' best lap, 33.358. Last lap, 32.058. Doesn't look like he's clutching, but just tire deg, maybe.
So it looks like, has Ryan Johnson already pitted?
Taking a look at...
He's gone for the pass.
And getting around the 6 car.
Yep. Yeah. Adam's fallen back from that race with the 124. Looks like the 6 is coming to pit road, judging by what I'm seeing here.
What do you do? Do you try to... What do you do against Matt? I mean, do you pit early?
Well, Ryan Johnson appears to have already pitted, yeah.
Or do you try to pit late and hope for a caution? 15 still clutching there. Now I've seen it again. He's looking at a number here.
We're going to look for... I miscounted before. Yeah, we're going to look for it in the next 3 to 4 laps, I think. For...
Here comes
Or
Rick Castle
Matt
now.
Watkins. Yep, Rick
Rick
Castle had
Castle
pit
just
road.
pitted a little while ago, though.
Rick Castle
Must-
had to pass through earlier, so he was the first car lap down
Yeah,
as he comes in
Matt's,
now.
I'm in Matt's cockpit, definitely clutching.
Yep.
So, he's worked himself in the position of having a gap, having a fuel advantage, having a tire advantage.
And he seems to be
And
slowing
here
on
he
the bottom of the
comes.
track. Here he
Matt
comes.
Watkins. Oh, gets a little apron there. Sideways. Oh, sideways.
Saved it.
again. And down to 42 miles an hour. Wow,
The best
this
in the
guy
business
is just
almost ate it coming to pit
unbelievable.
road. That is one of the best in
Rush
the business,
Puppy
and he
Team,
still almost lost
Monsoon
it there. That's how hard that
Motorsports.
is.
Right hand side tires. Left tires.
Yeah, definitely want 4 after that slide. So now he's got to go. He's got to go a full 35
Perfect stop
laps.
for the 15 team. 44 miles an hour. Bam. Right there. 45, 44. That's where you want to
There goes
keep it.
Ryan
You don't want to
Johnson.
go 46. 46 right at the line. Pushing everything he's got.
Yeah, Ryan's been on fresh tires for a few laps now, so that makes sense. Meanwhile, Matt Ace, I do believe,
First
is
place.
the one in the catbird seat here.
That
Keeping him up on the right side.
flawless stop right there.
And Matt Ace down pit road.
Dan Francesconi, he's up to 7th from 16th just a couple laps ago. Oh, he must be on a different strategy.
I'm not sure what strategy he's on, but it's been working because he's been there in the top 10 pretty much the whole time since the pit cycle started.
Yeah, his last lap was a 36. Best lap 31. Very fast, so he's already pitted and he's got freshies. Just
Matt
amazing.
Ace on pit road now.
He's had to work on, stamina is an issue for him. These long races like that, that's why he doesn't run all the time. Otherwise he would, because it really wears him out.
Yeah,
we
makes
talked
sense.
about it.
So we'll see where this cycle's through now. I believe the last one in
But
should have been
his execution has
19.
been flawless here. Can he make it to the end? P5 for Dan Francesconi. How about that? I don't care who you are. You got to root for this guy, man. I'm telling you what.
Oh no, Matt Ace back down pit road. Penalty for the 19.
Yeah, I just saw that, Matt Ace. Just like you said, pit road is tough here.
These ones with the pylons, Sean was saying, these ones you're second, 46 you caught.
Yeah, I was telling people in drivers meeting when there's cones on these tracks, these add-on tracks, other than the stocks, they don't give you as much leeway for some reason on the pit speed.
Well, you noticed Matt Watkins' pit stop. He's a challenger. If he can get away with breezing, that first timing line, interest line fast, and then getting down to the second one, he will. But he didn't do that, so he understands how this track operates.
Jim Christopherson, P3. Where'd he come from?
After his damage, yeah. It's, I guess, just having clean, problem-free stops has gotten there. Ken Hansen's still showing a lap down.
Francesconi up to P4.
He must have also incurred a
Can we
penalty.
get Dan on the podium? Come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
So let's see if I can go back and watch Matt Ace's stop and see where it went wrong.
Didn't Dan win this race Tuesday night?
He won
Or Wednesday
Michigan
night, I mean?
on Wednesday night. Alright, so I'll go on board. This is Matt Ace's pit stop. I'll leave the replay information up that I usually have hidden by the ticker. And we'll see where it got him. A little fast on the entry, but I thought he might have made it up. You can see him holding 44, 43, down most of pit road. It looks like he knew he was hot coming in and was trying to give it back.
Could have happened on his exit here. We'll see.
It could have. I think a lot of people are getting nailed on the exit because Ryan and I were talking about it. You go on the spotter, not on the visual of passing the cone, and you'll be okay.
Just under 30 laps to go here.
It shouldn't have been the exit either. It had to be that entry where he was just a little bit over. Wow, that's a real stickler. That's unfortunate.
NASCAR really fickle there. Speaking of the sixes, demonic or Seminic P8 and getting by the and the 86 car slams into the wall and crashes.
And he's around, and that should be a caution.
Nothing yet.
Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway.
Caution is out.
Ryan Johnson in first place. Matt Watkins in second place. Let's
What
see
do
if they
do
go
now,
down.
drivers?
You gotta change those tires.
You gotta get tires. There's no two ways about it. But this changes everything. Oh, Ryan Johnson did not want to see that.
Dominic, DJ Sorrentino in the 86 around, and you know that car's already beat up, so that thing was a handful, and it jumped up and bit him right there.
Even though that dog leg's pretty easy to drive, it's still something you gotta drive. And if your car is loose and you're trying to let guys go low, sometimes just a little too much wheel input. And it looks like it got, he slapped the wall and it hit so hard he whipped around. Yeah, no help there. He hit that all by himself, but still, hard hit there for the 86, and that brings out
Watkins
our...
losing some time under caution there to Ryan there. This is really good for Ryan there. He needs to execute this stop. 59 down pit road, P1. Brothers Body and Paint Buick. Come on, man.
Okay, come on. Get those tires on, Ryan. Matt Watkins.
He's got cars
right
on
there.
his outside and a car coming
He's
in
out.
front of him. And the 87 is blocking his exit.
Made it.
Was there contact there? No, he still gets a good launch. Gets by the 15, which is what he wanted to do. What he wanted was for this thing to go green. And
I think
now
I'd
you
rather
got to
have.
reset.
I'd rather have the 15 in front of me, and then I could pressure on him, learn his lines.
Stand for it.
He makes me nervous when he's behind me.
And not because you think he's going to run over you or anything. It's just because...
No, not at all.
That's the last thing you expect, actually.
I just want to get out of his way if he's making that move and not put myself in the wall, including, right? Look, mirror driving doesn't help.
There's that guy,
Yeah, you're mirror
he's
driving.
coming up a little bit there, and he got really close to the 59 there.
Yeah, looks like they all jammed on the brakes there to let those lap cars pit.
What's the flavor tonight, Sean? I know Milty's got Budweiser.
I just had plain old Coke Zero.
Budweiser.
I figured I was going to be flying solo for the first part, so I wanted to have my wits about me. So, Christopherson's still in third. We wondered how good that car was, and now we're really going to find out, because He could have just gotten there through just having the clean pit
Well,
stops the way it was going for everyone else.
16 of Dan Francisconi is in fourth.
Yeah, that's where I was going next. P4, there are 4 cars in the lead lap. Rick Castle is currently shown the top of the
Wow.
lap down class. I'm not sure if he's going to get the official Lucky Dog declaration. Yes, in fact, he is.
You want to inspire yourself, or maybe sometimes you feel sorry for yourself, because I do a lot. And you want to think you got it hard, just go to Scony.com and see what this guy does in his everyday life. And now he's out here sim racing. You just can't, I mean, you got to watch it, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you,
That car looks mean. I think it's ready for a win here.
Oh, that would be the most popular in the history of FSB's Friday nights.
Still got lap cars here, 10 lap rules not in effect, I believe.
No, not even close.
Not even close.
112 of 134.
Okay, yeah, I can't see with the way my screen is.
22 laps to go.
Danport.
So you got Ryan Johnson in the lead. Matt Watkins, no longer concerned about fuel. Nobody's concerned about fuel at this point. In second,
4 new
Jim
tires.
Christopherson, the highwayman. What has he got left in that car? I guess we're
That's
about to
gonna
find
be
out.
exciting.
Lights are out on the pace car. 15's got nothing to lose.
I think we're
Walking away with this championship.
16 of Dan Francisconi. What more can we say about that? That's just an awesome run. So good to see him out there and running strong. Last car currently on the lead lap, and then Rick Castle will receive the free pass, but part of that is taking an end of longest line, so he's all the way at the end of this line of very long line of lapped cars.
Here we go. Boogity,
And here we go.
Boogity.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's
I
go
like that
race
milk.
it, boys.
Oh, look at that
Jackson
start
Ace out.
Jim got.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, he had to back off that because he was going to run over Matt.
Oh, dang, get sideways.
Den's okay,
Come
he's
on,
got
Dan,
it, he's
hang
got
in
it.
there.
Wow.
Everybody gives him room to gather it up.
Whoa, the mustard was off the hot dog there, but,
A little ketchup too.
it's
Matt
hard
Watkins
not
to the
catch your
outside.
car with a
Here we go,
steering wheel,
Jim's taking him with
try
him,
catching
so-
it with your keyboard.
Come on, Dan, get up there.
This is what Den wants to see. He needs him to fight so he can get back in this.
Dan's got to be tired right now. And here comes Matt Watkins on the outside and Johnson on the inside there.
Yeah, he's changed teams.
Yeah, none of these guys are teammates with each other, so it's every man for himself in this fight.
Look at that. Couldn't get a piece of paper between those bumpers.
Watkins
Now
ain't
you-
done now. 22 laps to go. It's
Are you
fresh
looking in
tires.
your rearview mirror if
No
you're
more
Ryan
clutching,
Johnson?
folks.
Yeah, clutching time is over.
Dan's
This is
catching
just-
up.
Oh, yellow. Caution on the speedway.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're wrecking on the back stretch. I see the piles of smoke back there. Our plumes of smoke.
You guys are all fighting for position for championship points.
18 laps left, so he'd be, what, 16, 15 laps to go by the time we go to green again? Do we get 4 new freshies again?
With so few cars in the lead lap, yes.
Absolutely, because there's only 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 5.
Well, 5, and there will be 6 on the restart.
Yeah.
That 6th car will once again start all the way back.
This will be an issue for the 16. Every time pitting is an issue for him, but
Chasing
here's the
he's a
source.
smart dude. He knows that these guys are probably going to pit here. If they don't, maybe he stays out. He's got to hit the capper seat right now and see what these guys do.
And there's the source of your caution. Rough end to the night for the 88 on the Friday night debut there from Sir John
He's
DeMatteo.
showing low. The 59 showing low. The 15
There they go.
looks like he's going to stay
15.
out.
No, he's coming in.
No,
Oh,
he
59
goes-
Oh,
goes
wow.
59
out.
goes
Wow,
out.
the
Wow.
big move of the night. Let's see if that's going to pan out for Ryan Johnson.
That was the fake out of the century right there, but
Wow,
I don't.
that was
I
almost the contact of the century.
I don't
15
know.
down pit road.
I think Brian's foolbarred.
I do not agree with Ryan's call there.
Fubar is right.
I think he thought Matt was staying out. I bet she's going to say that.
Well, Matt snookered him again.
I don't know, man. He's good at that stuff, isn't
Great
he?
stop for Scody.com team. This is playing right into the possibility of Dan getting a podium here on Friday night. It's exactly what he wanted to see. And like I was saying, he had the camper seat. He got to see these guys, playing slap and tickle here a little bit. And I think Ryan Johnson might have faked himself out there, but not that many laps on the tires, so we'll see. With that, I'll be right back. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
Yeah, this restart will be outside the 10 to go. So
Lap car's going in.
yeah, lap car's going in with they didn't get to the tail end. Jason Dulfer, I believe, will be your free pass recipient. Yep, 63 has been named Lucky Dog recipient by Ryan Johnson. Not just your race leader, but your race admin, small business owner, and all-around good guy. Man, Ryan and I often think alike, but we definitely do not agree on this call. Like I was saying there, so few cars in the lead lap. I did not see any reason to not come in and get 4 freshies. Donna R. cheering for the 63, Jammin' J. Dulfer. Hey, your boy's back on the lead lap, recipient of the Lucky Dog there. So yeah, let's see what he can do with that. He's going to have to start at the tail end of a long line of lap cars. As you see, 16 cars running. 10 of those are a lap down, because that's going to be the longest line to start behind.
I think we're going to see a line on the outside form and smoke past Ryan in the next couple laps. Just my prediction. Everybody's going to zoom past the low cars and then get a run.
Quack, quack. 59 is a sitting duck, I'm afraid.
Well, there's another thought to this is
Cautions breed cautions.
Yep. Yes, right.
So
Yeah.
track position could
Okay,
Yeah,
be
you're right.
huge here.
But with everyone
somebody
pitting,
asked,
he still would have had it.
earlier on YouTube, am I going to broadcast? Yeah, like I said, if I run decent enough, that would be Twitch TV, Melt Minder Jr. So, you want to like me or friend me or whatever, then you'll get a notification if I get on there. It'll definitely be entertaining. It won't be, PG rated like we have right now. Just want to let you know when I'm driving, I'm probably going to be cussing.
So am I. Just ask Dan.
Yep.
He's heard it all from me. Meanwhile, pace car is off. Actually, pace car
These
just
guys
drove right through the
believe me, on
cone.
their team
Here we
channels
go,
right
boys.
now, they're yucking it
They're
up.
off.
Oh, Ryan
Let's
spins
go.
the tires.
Yes, he
Whoa.
does. Jim's on the outside of Matt. Gives him the room.
Wow, that was almost big right there at the leader spinning his tires, but everybody gave him the room to gather it up.
Good racing.
That's pro racing.
Oh no, Dan! Oh no,
contact
come on,
with,
Dan! Hold on to it,
Dan.
boy.
And then 24.
Dan's holding it.
No harm, no foul, no blood. Here comes it. 124 on Dan.
Yeah, Rick Castle's
Dan
back in the game
battling
trying to get
there.
up there.
Still on the outside battling.
Here comes Matt. On the grass. Got a fender in there. Backs off.
Great battle for fourth, fifth, sixth. Castle gets the.
Oh no! 19 around hard on the backstretch.
That's Matt Ace spinning like a top. And the caution has got to be out.
It is.
Well, Castle made some great moves there.
Well, as noted, Matt made the move to the outside on Ryan Johnson here off turn 2. Had the run down the backstretch. Matt Ace was there on the tail end of the lead lap trying to hang on. So through 3 and 4, yeah, Matt Watkins holding the high side.
On the outside there.
Then all the way down to the grass.
But he still goes on. Wow. I'm watching your replay right now. That's crazy.
That was real close through the dog leg. Then coming off, I'm not sure what. I don't know if Matt got loose, if Ace got loose, or if
Then
he got helped.
Gets in the back of him. Okay.
It's hard to say. So let's go to the all-seeing eye in the sky. He got loose on his own.
Yeah, show it again. Show it again. Show it again. Okay,
Look
now.
at Ryan's in for tires. Jim's in for tires. Watkins stay out.
Yep, he got loose on his own.
There was
May have-
contact, but I think that's because he got loose on his own. Yeah.
I think he was already gone when the contact started.
Yeah. Oh, it's spinning. Looking at the bumper of the Toyota of Matt Watkins.
Yeah. Okay, listen to that little hiccup.
Mother.
Listen to that little hiccup in his engine just before the contact. So you can hear Matt get off the throttle. Yep. So he was loose. Unfortunate end there for the planter's peanut machine.
He would have got his lap back if it wasn't him.
He was hanging. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly. He was trying to hang on to the tail end there, as well.
Well, that's
I
what
can't
you gotta
blame
do.
him.
You gotta race.
racing,
Somebody
right?
on fire there. Who is
Yeah,
that
the
on
88.
fire?
88's rolling around the track, just belching black smoke.
Fire. Gosh, on fire.
Get him out of there, son.
Get out of there, son.
He was involved in a heavy accident earlier. I'm surprised that car is even still running. It looks like it's barely running. I think he may be retiring that machine. I can't imagine NASCAR is not throwing a black flag for him right now. So this restart's gonna.
Chunks blowing out of the 86 there.
This is gonna
The lights
be
are.
Matt's to lose, I think.
Yeah, lights are
And
still
we
on
got-
on the track, telling me that this is gonna restart with 10 or less to go.
Yep. Oh,
Yep,
Ken
Ryan's-
Hansen's there. I just noticed him though, so you never know.
I don't know what Ken Hansen's tire status is.
Bunch of people still watching here live.
Ken Hansen's a lap down. He's 7th place, one
Oh, I
lap down.
didn't see that. Sorry.
We're inside 10 to go, so no lucky dog.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was a big fan group for the 124 Rick Castle, Alexa Manning.
Dan in P4 again. So,
But he's that strong.
or did he even lose a spot there?
He didn't lose anything there.
Well, actually, he did. He
Leonardo,
was down. He's back to
63.
6th because Ryan was in
With
the
a
lead there
Punisher.
for him.
Oh, you're right.
And then, yeah, so 2 people updated and put him back and forth.
Yeah, lap cars will pass through pit road, get out of the way of the leaders.
This should be fun.
And yeah, now it's a Texas shootout from here. Matt Watkins, Rick Castle, Jim
Look,
Christopherson all on
Castle's
heat
been
cycled
through
tires.
the washing machine tonight. And what have we seen all season? This is a breakout season for Rick Castle.
Absolutely. Fantastic stuff out of Rick.
You know, mellow attitude, talking to him. It's like, you know, talking to your buddy, taking a break, you know, at lunchtime at work, just chilling. Dude's just got the right attitude, everything you want to see, and really bringing it this year and showing what he got. You know, he's really dialed into the whole series and the everything that's involved here, and still got a chance here. You know, when you race against Matt Watkins, it's just so intimidating, but he's just a man. You know, I mean, that you still got it. You can beat him. You know, I mean, he does make mistakes.
Yes, he does.
He hasn't made them this year, you know.
Yeah, or last year, or probably the year before.
But I've been there a couple times when he has, or, you know, I've wrecked him a couple times, you know, but I've wrecked him at the Indy 500 as
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Here we go.
Time ago.
Pace car's in.
Pace
Pace
car's
goes
in.
off.
Here we go.
And
Let's see what's up. Brad
we
Scotty
re-rack it
wants
here.
to get on it a little bit. He really wants the 40. He wants to get onto
Come on,
that
Dan.
podium. But he
John
lost some
Doucette.
time there.
Johnny Giuseppe pushing Dan there. Get him up there.
Oh yeah, Sam says Rick's a King of the Hill champion too there, Milty.
Well, you know, I've won that
It's a hard
also,
one.
and that is a very difficult thing to win. And I've also lost it by 1 point to this guy in the booth.
Oh!
Look at Jimmy.
Look at him right on the
Fun.
bumper.
This is what Dan wants to see here. And this is what Watkins wants to see, these two guys going at it. This is what the fans want to see.
Yoo-hoo, look at Dan on
Are
Jim's
these
bumper
guys
now.
good or what? I'm telling you, this is pro sim racing. Here comes the 40 down low. The
Let's not
highway
forget
man taking a look. He can't do it.
Let's not forget the 40 is damaged. He was heavily involved in an early caution.
He seems to.
And I can see the gap on the left side
Well,
fender.
the sim is fickle. You never know. You can just brace the wall and the car will be junk. And sometimes you'll get in a good one and the car will still be good. And you got to roll with it. It is what it is, but the 40 is strong right now.
I've had a time or two where the car was actually better after I smacked the wall too.
Yeah, you know, it's code. It's a million things going in a million directions at a million times. It's crazy. But it is what it is. It's still a great show here. And
I think
FSBRacing.com, sim racing at its best.
I think whatever Jim had, oh no, he's making another run. It's
got
possible
four
that he's just good on the
dogs in
fresh
fight
tires.
here. From Madera,
Hey.
California, there, Dan Francesconi, right in the mix.
Nobody seems to have anything for Matt Watkins.
Yeah, I'm not even focusing on him at this point because the battle is here and the 88 car is still rolling.
If Dan
Definitely not
finishes
making minimum
fourth,
speed.
We have to have him in the booth after the race.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that right
Assuming
now.
he doesn't have to leave
or I'm
immediately,
leaving,
because I know it's
you know.
getting late for him.
If he finishes fourth here, it's still. What do we got here? I can't see the laps.
We
left.
got 4 laps.
5.
Watkins out there There's some.
Here comes Dan. Nope.
Four
Just
this
about.
time, Dan. You got to count the current lap.
That's right.
Then taking a look at the 40 here. The 40's trying to work to 124. Castle's got a few little dents in that car, but still strong.
Meanwhile, Ryan
Got
Johnson with
Jack
those fresh
Daniels on
tires.
the side there, the Tennessee honey.
Ryan Johnson trying to run these guys back down.
He's
One
trying
good
hard.
thing about watching this with this big view here is I get to actually see how cool these cars are painted, you know. Ain't over till it's over.
It's like
And
Jim's tires
all
are starting to
over
give up on
the
him.
40 there, the 40 defends down low, which I would do, but it could be an over and under here for Dan here.
Here we go.
Look on the front stretch again.
Dan is a great speedway driver. Paralyzed and all that stuff. No excuses here. He's a badass, a pro driver.
Meanwhile,
He
Rick
is
Castle
all
has
over the
closed that
of
gap
the
back
40.
up.
Somebody's on fire there.
Pops blew up on the back stretch.
No.
Last lap. Here we go.
Two battles.
Castle bringing it here. He's trying to make a move here. Getting it close enough to the 50. Arrow wash there. Draft on the straight. Last lap. Matt Watkins is not going to screw the pooch here. Here comes
Nice
Dan
chance
on the
for Dan.
outside of the 40. He can't make the move.
Can he cross it
Tries the
over?
Over and
No.
under. Matt Watkins is your winner.
Good race.
Wow.
These guys,
Dominant performance for the
look,
15.
man, I mean, that's clean racing. Come on, that's awesome stuff right there.
Look at that. Congratulations from
No
Ryan Johnson
stupidity.
to
I
Dan.
mean, it's just great art. Good pro racing right there.
And the most popular finish of the night gotta go to the 16. Fourth place for Den Francesconi. Are you kidding me?
Dare in California, about
Burn it down, man.
25 minutes away, or 20 minutes away from where I live. So that's my dog there.
Weber and Hansen giving the 15 a love tap in the pits.
Yeah, long-time teammates and rivals there. Well, we got that one to a nice clean finish there. A little Texas shootout at the end, like we said, and Matt Watkins once again emerges victorious after.
We're gonna be firing
You know what?
pistols off, and
In
that's
the
gonna be
box
Matt
score,
Watkins.
it's going to look like a dominant performance, but we know that he had to work for that one, and he had a mirror full of Rick Castle. He had to nail those pit stops when so many other people were getting themselves nailed by penalties. He managed the race, and it came to him. That's a classic Matt Watkins night there. And Rick Castle, again, second in points, second tonight. That's how he's gotten there. Another solid run for the 124. In fact, our finishing order is our points order right now. Matt Watkins, Rick Castle, Jim Christopherson, 1, 2, 3. Thanks everybody joining us out there. Yeah, Don, it was definitely an exciting one to watch. Lexamani cheering for Rick Castle there. Sorry he couldn't quite get to the win, but he put on a good show. They definitely knew he was there, Alexa. Let me save the replay here real quick. Yes, Tejas. So Ryan Johnson will get those points updated pretty soon. Milty has walked away before he could gather up our podium there. I think that's up to date. So 33 point. All right, thank you. Thank you there. Let's just see if that's current. Sorry, the points stopped working in Firefox, so I have to take a backdoor to check if that's the latest. RLM needs to fix their stuff, and yeah, that includes Texas. So 33-point lead. Matt Watkins, he still needs to. He just has to show up for I think the next 2 races, and he'll clinch it. Actually, he could start in park literally all 3 of the final races, and that would get him. Yep, that would do it. The tiebreaker would be the wins, so because that would get him. That would score the 48 points there. All right, we got our podium finishers trickling in here, but well, before we do that, man, good to see Den Francesconi. Not only good to see you on the track, but man, you were in the mix. You were fighting for it, hanging on to the top 5, a 4th place finish. How are you feeling, Den?
I'm exhausted.
We were
That was a blast, man. Yeah, I was digging there in the last that last run towards the end. Man, I was, as somebody said in the other channel, I was picking his trunk lock. I mean, the last few laps, I was right
You
there.
definitely were.
I just didn't want to turn him, man. And there really
Well, you
wasn't nowhere
didn't.
to go. They were so packed.
Well, I was thinking about back to the restart before that when you got Loser and a Goose, and it was a great save. I mean, we always spend time, talking about how you drive and how difficult it is, and and pit stops are your nemesis. You executed beautifully, but that last the restart before the last one, you had loose as a goose there and saved that thing, and powered, almost, great battle with Christopherson there. And you guys were duking it out. He was defending and just didn't quite happen. But I was like, you have to have Den up here in the booth.
Dan,
Look at this.
did you even get a scratch on the car tonight, Dan? That was the tough part.
No, man, I never touched the fence, and I only kind of bumped into the back of that car in front of me towards the end. But yeah, Milt, that restart, I think the one before that too, not the last one, but the 2 prior. But I know which one you're talking about because I was the inside cars. I had to go up to the outside to try to go around them in one because there were some inside cars, and that's when I let off the gas, man, it just started coming around. And that car was right to my inside left, but I had to get in the gas to keep it from spinning. And I think I nicked him, but man, yeah, I had my hands full. I thought I was going to wreck right there.
Well, great job. Great save. And yeah, it's tremendous drive.
Tony.com, everybody.
Guys, go check it out.
Dude.
Appreciate it, guys. It was a blast.
One last thing, Dan.
Great run, Dan.
What's the next painting, Dan?
Thank you.
I haven't seen your paintings in a while. What's the next one?
I just finished up 12 right now, a bunch of seascapes, some Christmas designs. We're going to package them up, get them on a plane to Liechtenstein next week, and then I'm going to jump back into another set of 13 more to get 25 by the end of January. So I'm pretty busy.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Be sure to post those up on Facebook. Let us all take a look.
I'm looking for extra work, man. So, if you need some tile work or something, I need some weekend work, plus,
man.
I'd love to just hook up with you, man.
I'll hook you
Awesome.
up, Milty. I appreciate you guys. Good job. I'm out.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Take it easy.
All right, we got our,
Fun race,
we got our
everybody.
Yeah, and then that's our 3rd place finisher there, Jim Christopherson, 3rd in the points, 3rd tonight. Man, I had all but counted you out after that wreck early on.
You got beat up pretty good.
And you came back strong, so tell us about your up and down night, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just as surprised as anyone because I had no speed and I had damaged from hitting the wall, and so I thought, well, I'll just run around and hopefully be able to finish the race. What I decided to do that might have been the difference was I knew there was about at least 1, maybe 2 pit stops left to go, and some guys are going to try to make it on 1. I just committed it was going to be a 2-stop strategy and went like 20 laps on each set of tires, trying to pick off, a couple seconds a lap while I was out there on new tires. And it got me up to third, surprisingly enough, when that caution came out, which is all I needed to hold on to it. But that was a fun race. It was fun racing door to door with Matt there at the beginning, and it was fun racing with Den there at the end. I know he was the crowd favorite. Almost hate to take third away from him, but
Yeah, man, he wouldn't want it any other way.
No
yeah,
way.
it was a lot of fun.
It
Had
shows
a lot
the
of fun.
skill from what he has to, because you're a great driver, and we wouldn't want to see anything else there. But yeah, obviously he's crowd favorite.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
great stuff there, Jim. Hell of a comeback, and nice strong finish there. And our second place finisher, Rick Castle, another crowd favorite in the YouTube chat. You had a fan club out there. You were strong early on, strong at the end there, and what more did you need to get to Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, finishing second to Matt is, almost like a win. But I felt like I had a run, maybe even on that last lap there, and the lap car came into play, and it just it kind of ruined the run I might have had. But I was just happy even to hold Jim off. He was strong even with the damage, and it's. I fought back from being a lap down, and I had a little extra incentive tonight. About an hour or so before the race, my father was admitted to the hospital with a serious infection, and I had to, do this for him tonight and do my best, because I wasn't able to be there with him. But I wanted to do my best and dedicate it to him, so I'm happy with a second place finish.
Best wishes to your dad and
I
family
hope
there.
everything works out.
Yeah, thank you. And, congratulations to Matt on the win, and great run, Jim.
It's good to have stuff like that to take things off.
And friendship that's get together and we share our lives. We show up every week, so I'll be praying for your dad, man.
Thank you, and also shout out to my daughter and her friends and her partner that were rooting me on there in the chat.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Awesome to see that. Yeah, and then again, we'll keep your dad in our thoughts there. And Matt Watkins, well, that one went exactly like you planned it, right?
Oh yeah, something like that. That's crazy. But first thing I'll say sorry to Christopherson. I don't know what in the world happened until I look at the replay. I guess we met coming out the corner or something. But yeah, hate to have that happen. But he did a hell of a job coming back.
You.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was pretty low, and then I saw him slam the wall, and I was like, did I hit him? But hey, I'm glad he recovered. Ryan too. I think Ryan got in that, so I'm glad he got a good run, and I think Mark might have gotten that, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it was a good race. I think a lot of people got speeding penalties, and we were fortunate enough not to. And had to find a way to get around Ryan. I knew it was going to have to be on the outside. He wasn't going to get at the bottom, so I had to make that happen. And then just big shout out to Sconey, man, fourth. He's when he can't make it run the whole race, he does a hell of a job. He did a really nice job tonight.
Yeah, tremendous job.
Yeah, absolutely, and great job to Rick as well. He always finds a way to get up front at the end somehow, and he did it again tonight. So great job to him, and I definitely hope everything's all right with his father there too, for sure.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, so great run there.
We highlighted you on the pit stop there, and we're used to seeing you challenge these pit stops, but talking to Sean with the how these SRA tracks are, your knowledge of that, and usually we're seeing you trying to challenge that first line and get down to the pit road speed on the second line. You were actually right down there.
I think you came in at about 42.
Excuse me.
Oh, what?
I think you came in
Right
about
down
42
there
miles per
on,
hour. We're used to seeing you charge
pit
it.
road speed limit, where a lot of other guys were. I think the legend of Matt Watkins was making these guys do things we didn't want to do.
Who knows?
Because you executed a nice, smooth pit stop, and I'm like, that's not Matt Watkins. Usually he's like,
They came in sideways
challenging
once.
stuff,
Yeah, the last green flag stop, I was sputtering, so there was no chance to hop it there. When I was
Oh,
behind
no.
Hanson, but yeah, we were trying to make it on the field.
Now, if
Close.
were you gonna make it to the end after that it all
Yeah,
cycled
we
out?
were talking about that. Yeah.
I was right on it, so if I just
Yeah,
clutched
you were
a few more
clutching.
laps.
I saw you clutching.
Oh yeah, we knew he was.
I
Well, he
was-
came out with a
well, yeah, I
6
was
second
off
lead.
sequence. I was off sequence, and man, I wish I wouldn't have screwed up on that last yellow flag stop. I somehow,
Yeah, glad you're in here,
I
Ryan.
somehow
Yeah, that was a hell of a
sped
We
on-
all felt your pain.
Yeah, I thought, are you freaking serious?
Oh
For lack of
no!
better words. Yeah.
Still
so,
trying to finish out,
Well,
figure out where
but
I got
anyway,
my black
it's
flag
awesome.
on pit road.
I don't even
Prior
know
to
that,
that,
but
prior
that
to that,
was-
Ryan.
The Sean was discussing.
Hold up, Milty. Okay, prior to that, Ryan, what was the thought process of staying out when there were 5 cars on the lead lap? You were the only one that stayed out.
Well, I was in front of them and all, and they all duped me. So I mean,
It looked like you tried. It looked like you duped yourself out of your jock.
I mean, come
You
on, be
admitted
real,
that.
be
I
real
can't
here.
believe
You
it.
know how it is sometimes. You get up there and you think, well, if I pit, they're all going to go around me. If I don't, well, they're all going to pit. So, yeah, it was just fun to be competitive tonight. So,
Yeah, you definitely were. It was a very strong run.
Honestly, after I did your Dave Marcus point lap, I thought I was done, and then
Because you
we
lost
had
the draft, yeah.
But after that we had those green flag pit stops, and I was actually able to overcome my deficit and become the leader somehow.
Yeah, you cycled out in second, and then Matt
Yep.
caught you.
And then but then I screwed myself there, the yellow flag stop. So it was an interesting night for the 59. So
Well, you guys all kept it entertaining. We were having fun watching all you guys race out there. Great job, everybody.
Fans
Fantastic
loved it.
racing. Only about 5 cautions tonight, I think, and a couple of them were just breeding caution towards the end there. But we had 2 green flag pit cycles. Great stuff, everybody. So we'll see you again next week for Chicagoland. Then New Hampshire. Oh, I'm looking at next season schedule. Hold on. I'm looking at 42. I need to look at 41. Next week is Memphis.
Oh, Memphis,
Then Talladega.
Then
Atlanta 97 to close it out. So Matt, I did the math, and I think you can start and park all 3 of those and still get the championship.
Oh, okay.
Because you're 33 points
Well,
up.
we don't
That'd be.
see
get
that.
on that.
We want to see dude
Yeah.
race.
But yeah, so it'll be fun to watch the closeout with those 3 tracks. But until then, gonna wrap it up here tonight. Thanks again to our podium finishers, Jim Christopherson, Rick Castle, your race winner, Matt Watkins. Also, thanks for Den Francisconi and Ryan Johnson stopping by to chat with us here in the post race. Thanks as always, my partner Milt Minter Jr. joining us in sound and vision. Borrowing Danny Falcon's helicopter again to arrive late. Dan Jones,
my
Tom
dog,
Jackson,
but,
Chris Beckman in
my
race
teammate.
reporting. Yeah, thanks all you guys. Thanks as always, Ryan, doing what you do for the admin and getting the points updated, keeping those guys in line as you do week in and week out. Thanks always, Sam Young, league owner promoter, for keeping the league and this sim going strong, 18 years plus. And until next week.
Thank you, Sean and Milt.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, until next
good
week,
job,
I've been your
guys.
host.
Appreciate you.
I've been your host, John Reap, and we'll see you next week for Memphis, not Chicago. That's next year.